Hello, and welcome back to another day of Catan. I am Schloopity, and we'll be playing some Diamond Ranked 1v1 games. We tipped over into the 1900s last video, and I am ready to keep that momentum going. Let's hope for some good games. Oh my goodness. What a spot. Okay, let's look away from that and actually look at the rest of the board. Oh man, this 6-9-3 feels pretty important, right? It's by far and away the best sheep. It doesn't quite lead to any good ports, and it's full of plows all around it. Oh man, maybe it's not the greatest. I don't know, it feels 8-4-3. Maybe we just... I don't exactly want to just take the road building stuff. What a weird board. This is a funky board. I don't know that I like it very much. You know what? Let's just take this. Oh, I don't feel great about that. But like, if he's taking the 10-9-2 and plowing here... Unless he takes the 8-4-3, because I'm willing to take the 8-4-3. Alright, he does take that straight away. And then now he's going down to the ore port. Man, maybe I should have just taken the 5-9-6. But he's playing without wheat or sheep? That feels pretty gnarly. I don't know about that one. What if... Do we just take the 6-11-3 here? And try to build up and out and around? We can get onto this 9-10-11, pick up some brick. It'll be a little slow going, but we'll be able to city with the coordinated sitses and pop devs. I don't know, I think it's our best shot. Like, he is a long ways out from being able to really do much. Ooh, and that's a pretty sits to start the game. He'll get down to this 4-5-11. I mean, once he's on the ore port, he's kind of moving and grooving and shaking, but... Okay. I do want to pop a dev to get a knight before we city. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Yeah, there we go. We dodged the 7. Alright, net sits, and we definitely city. On to what? Probably the... It's gotta be the 6-3-11. He won't block his own ore. I mean, he might. Where's he going? Oh, he's going all the way over here to the wheat. Okay, well that's interesting. If we did another... Nah, it would take quite a lot for us to plow him. And now none of our stuff is rolling. Ugh, this is getting a little dicey. Okay, well, hopefully we don't 7 out. Is he just gonna take the settle? No. Oh, man. Okay, well... This is certainly not going too well, is it? Alright, and there's nothing we can even block him on. I'll just throw it onto the desert. Rough start to the game. Maybe I should have just taken the 9-6-5. I am gonna city this up, though. Ooh, the 11 pays off. Okay, and again, there's nothing that we can block, so... Alright, well... What does he block? The 9? Yeah, and he steals the wood, and the 9 gets blocked. I don't want to use the knight. I mean, maybe I should have. That's kind of disheartening, isn't it? Alright, well... I think we're in for a rough time here. What did we even hit? The 8? Okay, good block. Sad that we missed out on all that sheep. Alright, that's another city, though. So let's go ahead and take it. We need to get onto more resources. Let's hit... let's just hit the 5. Okay, we have a lot of wood here, honestly. And I would love to steal the brick out of his hand, but let's just go ahead and do this. We need to get on some of our own. And hopefully he can't just plow us to this as well. He's been raking in a lot of cards. Yeah, if he weasels his way up to this 4-9-11, we're in a pretty bad spot. Okay. I would have loved to have gotten a brick out of his hand. Alright, well, you know what? We just need the settle. And I don't want to lose it to him. And if we're like super duper lucky and we get a road builder here, we might even be able to plow him to this 4-5-11. So let's pop twice and see what we get. Okay, 2 knights is good, certainly, and that 11 is gorgeous. We might still have a game here. We need the 10s to show up. Thankfully, he's not on the 10. Okay, let's pop another dev. Road builder. Okay, alright. I want to just port. And I know this is super risky if he rolls a 7. He can... Okay, he didn't roll the 7. I was going to say he could pluck out one of these things and... Ooh! Okay, alright. We have a game. Because that breaks his road path as well. We get on more ore. Yeah, that'll help shore up our defenses. I'm even inclined to maybe start blocking this 6, just because, like, it's his only source of wheat. Alright, we need to get onto a port. VP is decent, because we already have the knight in hand. Oh, he steals the wheat. Alright, now that he has the city, I think we just hit this 9, because it's any card he wants, so, like, better than just slamming the 8 and hoping to block brick. And I think we city up here, so that the 5 and 6s really pop. And this 4, if he's getting brick, we want to be getting brick. Ooh, okay. Now we just wait. And well, now we're just swimming in it. I need a port, but like the wood port isn't anything crazy good. Honestly, I think I just hold here. It's not bad. Like once we're, well, all right, that's the penalty for holding. But it's not too bad. Like once we're established, we don't really need the 3s anymore. And I'm actually going to hit this just to cut him off. And they become... Ooh, perfect. Road settle. They become just a free card with it. And it takes away the other expansion spot on the 6 here from him. Which is the main thing. Now, I also want to get up here to the 4-3-11. Playing a little risky there. Alright. I know this is gross. to just be 4 for wanting all of this stuff. But we take road. If we can snag this settle, then we just need to city up once more, and we win. So I want to just get that quickly before he's able to really start doing too much more. He's still only at 5, a cold 5 with... Well, now maybe he's at 6, but... We will also pull devs. I've kind of fallen a little flat on my dev game. Yeah, let's just take the city. Put ourselves at 14. Allowing myself to get blocked here. Like, him taking away army would really, really slow down our ability to win. Yep. Same as before. Just hitting the 9. Oof. If only we had another city to build. Yeah, he's getting a little too close for comfort, but that is the settlement. If we don't 7 out. Okay. Alright. It worked. kind of a funky game. But yeah, I mean, he had production for sure. And he beat us on like road production material stuff, but until he got to this port, and what are you gonna do with all of this ore? It just kind of sits in your hand. I mean, we were 4 for 1ing a lot too, but we managed to get up cities faster than he could because we had wheat. He didn't have sheep or wheat. Don't start with 3 resources, no matter how impactful this 5-6-9 looks on the board. There's a reason that I did not take it when I had the option of going first. So, all right, let's check out this game a little. And the 9s popped off. Yeah, the 9s gave us all the sheep that we needed for our devs. Just a clean 3 knights, a road builder, and a VP. Just everything that we needed exactly when we needed it. Good pulls from the dev deck. Let's keep going. Oh my goodness, the ad just would not stop playing. I barely have any time left. 8-4-10 is what I'm immediately looking at. Okay, I have a little bit of time. Brick and... Ooh, maybe it's the 5-9-10. There's a lot of a wheat around on the board. I don't know, it's hard to pass up this 8-4-10 to the 3-1. We need sheep and wheat. There are quite a few. Or we need brick and sheep. You know what? Let's do the 5-9-10. We'll get wheat on the way back. I don't know. I'm rattled. The let's point right to try and get onto this ore. Oh man, the ad just, there was no skip button. And when I tried to click it, full screen did another tab. Sorry, I get kind of frazzled when I don't have enough time. That was probably not the pick. It might have even just been this 5-6-11, honestly. Yeah. Well, he's playing without sheep, which is going to slow him down a bit. Do we still just take? We might take the 6-3-11. We'd be playing with very little ore, but we'd have a decent game of everything else, and again, we're just gonna point right and take away this spot from him. We don't want him to really get on the sheep. He can go down here to the 8-5-10, but I don't feel super great about this position. Yeah, he's not gonna try to race us. You know what? I think I'm just gonna drop this road here to make sure that we get more ore. Yeah, I don't really feel too great about this. I was a little bit under the gun. But we can make it work. Especially once we completely surround this 11. I get the feeling the 11s will come through this game. He has the coordinated 8s, which is terrifying, honestly. But the 6s seem to... Oh, well, there they go. 6s seem to be the ones on fire. Let's pop a dev. Knights are great. Kind of just waiting on a 10 or a 3 and then another 5. Alright, he gets the city, which is scary. But with a 4, he could probably plow us up here pretty fast. Ugh. Okay, he's going over there. That makes sense. Let's hit his 8. Stop his wheat. Now we're just waiting. There's that 5 we needed. Oh, with the 3. Okay, let's get the settle down. We have the knight ready in hand. I don't want to drag this out too much. Beautiful. Okay. Let's drop the road and probably just city up. Is it the 6-5-3 or is it the 9-5-10? Let's do the 6-11-3. Make our wheat really show up. And those 11s, oh boy. Alright, well we end up getting to city both. I'm pretty happy about that. Beautiful. And he's still waiting on the settle because, you know, no sheep. And we're going to go ahead and take this one 4 for 1 immediately, just so that he can't do too much more in here. We have a road path. Unfortunate, but we have the knight ready. Yeah, with his wheat blocked and no sheep, he's going to have a really hard time deving, which is great for us. Beautiful. All right. Give me a 9. Oh, I'm kind of tempted to just hold and be greedy, because with the 9, we get the plow. Or another 6. Ah, that 8. Okay, well, maybe we should just get to a port. I don't know, this 5-6-12 is also pretty good. You know what? I'm going to drop this road out here, because either we take this away from him. Oh, nasty 7 out. Well, I guess we just do this. Hold on to the brick. And he only has the one source of brick. So let's just do that. And city up this too. Just make our ore really pop. And we'll hold on to the road in hand. Beautiful. Again, kind of playing a little risky. Just hoping... Man! Oh, we can't catch a break. I know that I'm playing badly. I'm aware. I'm sorry. But I'm feeling greedy today. I'm just in a greedy mood. Alright, let's run it again. Let's see what we can get. All these 8s. All these 8s, they have been huge. Okay. Is a plow in store? Can we do it? Oh, buddy, we can do it. Now, which one do we take? I think it's this one. Because it gives us road. It gives us a quick settle to the 3-1. Let's pop a dev. Nice. And it preserves everything. We'll go down to the sheep port even. Yeah, we will. We can't quite road settle with the yop, which is unfortunate. But let's drop it. He's still a ways off from, you know, he's not going to road settle on the sheep port just to take it away when he has no sheep. And he definitely needs this settle spot up here, so... There we go. First settlement of the game for him. Okay, now we have it, and I just want to do it. We need the port pretty bad, so that we don't have to do all of these nasty 4-for-1s, so that we stop 7ing out with all the clumped up resources in our hand. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, see, that's the city. And our final city goes right here on the 9 and 10. Like, we're already getting 2 ore from the 8. We don't have to... putting it on here doesn't do much because we're not building any more cities. Now we just road settle, pop some devs, maybe get army or VPs or what have you. Go ahead and drop that. Pop a dev. Nice. So with the settle and another knight, can't escape the 7s, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. I mean, I feel like that was kind of a messy game. I just kept 7ing out, but hey, when my opponents keep starting without resources, I don't know, I kind of just build around them, and yeah, ended that 5. Oh boy. Yeah, those sitses just propelled me in the early game. Just whoo, skyrocketed. And the 9s let me build on the brick. Yeah. Alright, so these have not been the tightest games. It is at the end of a very long work week, so I feel like my focus isn't quite as sharp as it should be, but get lucky, build good spots. I guess the 9-5-10 ended up being pretty good. I was worried about not having road materials, and we ended up getting everything that we needed in the end, so I guess it was a decent spot. Those were both pretty quick games, so let's get in a final one, and I promise to focus a little more.
Focus a little more.
Oh my. I do love me a sheep gambit, and this 6-5-9 is calling me, but 6-5-9 into the 8-3-4 sheep port? Oh, okay, let's calm down. Even with the 3-9-4, it works pretty well. There is something to be said about this 8-4-10. Not that wood is exactly rare on this board, but the ore certainly is. And it might let us do a little something with the sheep port. The 3-1 is right there. I don't know, I feel pretty good about it. It does leave the only sheep-wheat pairing to be this 6-3-11. And I don't know how I feel about that. The 8-5-10, I feel, is just a bit more flexible. It goes up to the brick and the 3-1, and it gives us a lot of road-building materials. I mean, the brick isn't exactly bountiful on here either. Let's just point right. Get some more wheat. We're a little bit lacking with the 10. And I have the sneaking suspicion that we'll be able to pick up some sheep on the way back. I'd be cool with this 6-3-11. Just enough ore to start. We get one in hand. We're able to pop a dev. The 11s show up, and it increases our wheat a little bit. It gives us a pretty clean road path. I'd be pretty happy with it. And, of course, if we get the 4-5-10, which I'm doubtful we'll get, I think he takes this 8-4-10. But if we do get it, hey, we're in for an awesome game with the coordinated 10s, even more brick for the brick port. I think the 8-5-10 is a pretty decent spot. He does take that away from us, which makes me a little sad. I did like the spot. Yeah, he takes away both. Okay. He is playing this very well. He did exactly what he needed to do to deprive us of the spots that we want. I'm kind of tempted by this 4-5-11, because we can probably get out to the 5-6-9 and just make it work with the 3-1, all this sheep. And again, more brick for the brick port. And he's kind of lacking on wheat. And if we can build inward to start and just get on more of this wheat, I think we'll have an okay game. If he takes away this 8-3-4, I'm pretty sad. He did start with the road, and we both get it on the 8s. So there's a pretty decent chance that he beats us there, but he does need the 3 to roll in order to settle. Okay, with the 8 we have it. Okay, good 7 before we settle. Come on, 8. Oh, man. I don't really want to hold at 9, but I don't want to port this for an ore or anything and then not have the brick and have him get there first and plow us. Please, don't 7 out. Okay, we're good. And I'm going to take it immediately. I don't want him to have really any much more wheat this game, and it's such a strong spot for us. The 8s in conjunction with all of this brick, we now have plenty of wheat. Unfortunate that he gets the immediate 7 on us, but alright, that's fine. I still have 2 sheep in hand. That doesn't block off anything important right now. Alright. If the 8 rolls, we get the plow. And that's probably game ending for him. Is he thinking of, like, porting to get it right now? He probably should. Yeah. See, that's a nasty port, though. All 4 or just for the 1. And that's okay. We'll get up here. It is a fantastic spot for him, and it does alleviate his wheat problems. But I think we're in a pretty good position. He's going to be fighting a bit for a decent port. Like, is the ore port really what he wants right now? His sheep, this is his only source of sheep, and it stops him from popping devs, so I'm pretty okay to just block him there. Nice. Nice. Okay. We can't do anything particularly nasty, but we can just road settle here. And I like doing that. I'm also thinking of getting over onto this 510. And if we get a brick roll, I probably will just drop the roads, because we don't have any ore. I really want to get onto a port, but like if we can get here... You know what? I'm gonna drop the roads, but I'm not gonna settle. I'm gonna be a little more patient. We'll get more roads very quickly. We just need like an 8 and then anything else. I want to get onto the brick port. And this is a little bit nasty, but we produce wheat out the wazoo, and I wanted a knight. The 7's gonna roll now. Okay, the 6. Look at me being pessimistic. I mean, the VP's good. We do need them. It'll be hard to get them with the very low ore that we have. But I want knights just to block him out of stuff like this so that he can't dev. He may be trying to build out to more sheep or just more production in general, so that he can't be blocked completely on this one spot. There we go. Those are the 2 roads to the brick port. I'm not too scared about him getting over here. Should it be the 3-1 to start? We have a lot of wheat as well. I feel like we'll want the wheat to do devs, though. Like, once we get this settled down, it's just about getting to city and converting the brick into devs and ore and city and all that stuff is all I really want to be doing. We still have an okay road path. 7 roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Getting over here is also kind of important, just to really secure as strong of a road path as possible on high production tiles. Yeah, again, I don't care about my 5 being blocked. Just waiting on an 8. That 11 was kind of nasty. But if we don't 7 out, I'll just port and get it right now. Okay. We should do it this way. So that we have the brick in hand to port with whatever our next roll is. He is doing well. He's going to be able to start deving at a scary rate. Okay. I want to have army on him. Road builder is not really what we wanted to see there. Oh, man. Yeah. He has a strong setup. And we're kind of a little late to the ore. We do have a good port. Like, I don't think he really wants to be porting that ore. Maybe now that he has 3 cities, he does. Our lack of knights here is definitely hurting us. Yeah, like the 11's bad, but How often is it gonna roll? I bet he drew one too. Yeah. Oh, man, the back-to-back rob. That feels pretty bad. Oh, and he hit the 10! Alright, well, the momentum is definitely moving away from us. Oh, man, the double block. Alright, that's rough. Yeah, not getting... Like, the road builder is next to useless to us. And we all know how detrimental early VPs can be. I'm still able to pop, but he has 2 devs in hand, so I doubt this knight really ever stays on him. I'm still just going to hit the sits. I think it is a good thing to block. And I guess the 10. I mean, it's still going to be a minute before we get to it. Alright, the 5s are good, though. The 5s are good. Like, I need to get a city. Desperately. But being blocked, I can't really do that. So maybe it's a futile effort trying to fight him on knights? It probably is. Okay, well... I mean, a wood mono doesn't do much for him. Yeah, that's bad. Was it just the 8-4-10? It was probably the 8-4-10. We could have made it work. The 8-4-10 and the sits 5-9 down to the sheep port. Build out quickly. Get onto this 3-4-9 of wheat like he did. Yeah. I think I misplayed with this 5-8-10. I think it was the wrong move, and he just keeps replenishing the knights in his hand. Like, I need a city. I think I just have to save up for it. We don't get anywhere without it. And he's just going to keep popping devs. Me wasting resources on these knights is probably also another factor if I lose this game. Oh, I said the wood mono wouldn't do too much for him, but it will let him take the port. Alright, well, that's probably game. Unfortunate. We had a really, really strong winning streak going, but hey, there are only so many games you can win in a row. I definitely think I misplayed this. I think this was the wrong settlement. I think fighting him on devs was a use of resources that I frankly couldn't afford to do. I mean, drawing the VP and then a road builder when I was fishing for knights certainly didn't help our cause, but I think there were avenues that I could have taken to have won this game. He also just placed very well. Taking away the 3-6-11 was a fantastic move on his part. Yeah, I don't know how many 10s that's been. Alright, well, I usually don't like resigning, but I don't see... We'll give it another turn, but I'm about ready to throw in the towel. These 10s have just been blocked all day long. So many wheat rolls down the drain as he just builds up ore. Yeah, and he takes road. The settle probably just wins him the game there. He hasn't drawn a single VP? What? Alright, that's a little funny. Oh, but the 6. Okay. Let's see what we get. Do we get another VP? No, another knight. Alright, that's fine. We'll just resign. He's at 14. Alright. Well, a little unfortunate in that final game. Ugh. The rating drops hurt. We're now at the point where we lose more on a loss than we gain on a win. But hey, we still went forward, you know? Two wins, one loss. not a bad showing for the day. And like I said, I'm just a bit tired after work, so I know these games weren't laser sharp focus. I'm sorry for that. The 6s and 8s showed up as they should have. Those 10s rolled, and we were just blocked from them the whole time. Oh well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. We had a couple of fun games in there, and this one was, again, kind of a learning experience. I am still learning. My rating isn't anything astronomical. Let's take a look, though, now that I'm actually in the 1900s. My goal for this season was hopefully to hit the top 100 in the US. And I'm currently in the top 250, so I'm not, like, horribly far off, but at this point you do kind of hit a wall where I feel like getting up here, yeah, there's still like a super long way to go. Let's just take a gander at what the top 100 rating is that we would need to hit. All right, so to hit number 100 currently as it stands, there are 4 people tied for the position, which is pretty funny. We'd have to get an additional 150, 60 or so, which is quite a few winning games in a row, isn't it? So we still have a long ways to go, but we also still have 2 months of the season, and I'm doing better this season than I have in the past. And I want to thank you guys again for the suggestions that you give. I really appreciate the people who give like detailed comments after the fact of what they would have done differently in the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed the season as a whole. Have a good afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you may be, and take care, everyone.